Well, Sex in the City. My God. My God.
Who can wait?
This movie's going to be a disaster. Anthony figured it out. It's going to be a disaster because only chicks are going to go see this movie. Chicks and gay guys.
This isn't even one that girls can drag their guys, friends, boyfriends, husbands to. This is so beyond that.
This is not a chick flick because all of us get dragged to chick flicks.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me, all of us. And you could go, not me.
We've all been dragged to
dragged to a chick flick. But the Sex and the City phenomenon, it's a girl thing. Like, the girls have to get together with their girlfriends and make a night of it. Maybe get a few Cosmopolitans and drink a few martinis like the girls do. And get dressed up in the latest fashions.
Oh, great. I hear this music. I want to vomit.
Yeah. The women out there, they're going to make a night of it.
Yeah.
Let's go to the trendy restaurant in Columbus, Ohio before we see Sex in the City. Because let's be honest. Because, I mean, everyone's thinking New York, New York, New York. Mm-hmm. But there's women all over the ball field. They're going to go with their girls. So they got to find the trendy spot in Buffalo.
In some crap hole.
Right.
And it's just going to be... But they're all going to get dressed up. Let's go to the premiere. Yeah. We'll dress up like the girls. Who do you want to be? I'm going to be Carrie. You be Samantha, because you're a slut.
You be Carrie, because you look more like a horse than any of us.
And then they'll go to this, and then they'll go, well, why don't we go out for some cocktails? And they'll go hit the local dive and try to pick up guys and think it's going to be like Sex in the City.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they're just going to get ravaged and kicked out of the house.
Oh, my God. You hear what happened here in New York, though?
Greatest story. Greatest story.
And then we got your angle on the whole thing as far as what they should be doing with this movie. But first, the New York City premiere at Radio City on Tuesday night left a few hundred women out in the rain.
Oops.
I heard that the broads from this movie, they bought all the tickets for their own premiere.
Yeah.
So no one was allowed in. So all these women got dressed up like the girls to see the movie, and they're standing out in the rain.
They thought they were going to be red carpeted into the Radio City Music Hall.
Yeah.
For the big premiere.
Yeah.
All dressed up like the girls from Sex and the City.
Yeah.
And a lot of them just got left out in the cold.
Yeah.
And it poured rain. I mean, buckets of rain. So they're standing out there soaked like wet whore rats. I love it.
Just these dopes in the rain.
And, a couple of girls coming from Canada, was it?
Yeah, look, and they're dressed up like the girls from Sex and the City.
Why wouldn't they be, Opie? They're going to the big premiere.
This story's hilarious. The headline goes, 4 tickets to New York Sex and the City premiere, $3,000. I guess they spent $3,000 online to get tickets to the premiere.
Tickets.
4 plane tickets from British Columbia, $4,000. 2 rooms, 5 nights at the Plaza Hotel, $9,000. Missing the movie, worthless. They wore sexy high heels and designer dresses, hoping to walk the red carpet like their idol, Carrie Bradshaw.
F. Carrie Bradshaw.
Why didn't they put on, trash bags? Because we saw a picture of Carrie Bradshaw, a.k.a. Sarah Jessica Parker. It's in the paper today. It looks like, look at this, Jimmy. So it looks like she's wearing a trash bag.
You know what? Even worse, it almost looks like a giant diaper. She's wearing a giant full diaper.
Hey, that's what I needed the other night. I would have been able to come to work if I had.
Would have helped you out.
If I had Sarah Jessica Parker's dress, I think I would have made it to work. Look at that thing. It's a visual, but we'll put the picture
horrid.
up on onaradio.com. But she's wearing a trash bag, and it's all bunched up around the butt area and
it's just
and
awful.
the front area. It really, really is awful. Anyway, so these girls, they thought they were going to walk the red carpet like Carrie Bradshaw. Instead, Jen Ferguson and her pal Devon Cross had to lean on umbrellas to ease the pain in their feet and cower for cover when the heavens opened.
You dummies. Oh, and the fantasies they must have had, the conversations on the phone.
Yeah.
It's going to be so great. We're going to New York for the Sex and the City premiere. We're going to dress like the girls. Mm-hmm. We got our tickets, right? We got the plane tickets. Everything's set. Oh, this is going to be so good. We're going to walk the carpet. Oh, God, imagine if we get to meet the girls. And then the after party, we get invited because we kind of look real hot like them. And we could walk down the street holding hands with them. Oh, it's going to be great. Next, cue the next scene. Lightning, and they're drenched, crying that they couldn't get in. With some homeless guy hitting them over the head with a piece of cobblestone. Dragging them off into an alley to be raped.
Dragging them uptown into a empty brownstone.
Yeah. For what was known as hours of terror and sexual assault.
For the sex part of Sex and the City.
Yeah. Here's the city. Now here's the sex.
The city, well, that's the abandoned brownstone, and the sex, well,
you're probably not going to like this.
I just happened to call a few of my buddies.
Your evening will be memorable, though. Take a team of psychiatrists to get rid of it.
The young women who arrived in New York on Sunday as a gift from Ferguson's parents planned on spending 5 days in the city to make Carrie and her 3 girlfriends proud. So I guess they were going to hit all the Sex and the City spots. They checked into the Plaza Hotel, went shopping on Fifth Avenue, and dressed in designer frocks and heels for their big night at the premiere. I'm totally not a dress girl, but I've really tried to harness my inner Carrie Bradshaw and put dresses on every day, said Cross.
Her inner Carrie Bradshaw. Would you slap on a feed bag and some shoes, some metal shoes?
Bravo! Bravo! So they were left out in the rain, and they're not too happy about it. So there's a picture of them in front of the plaza with what's the look they got?
A scowl.
Yeah, they're scowling, and they're holding up their Sex and the City ticket that they weren't able to use.
Well, they could take that home with them.
Yeah.
Good.
And today's Daily News story, it's just terrific. They got a feature with photos of Carrie's killer heels.
Ooh.
Well, yeah.
With those talon feet she's got?
Yeah.
Those eagle feet?
Yeah.
Eesh.
I'm waiting for an email from my girl because she went and saw the movie yesterday.
Did she?
She was one of the she was one of the lucky ones to go and see it, and she was hilarious when she got home. She goes, "Don't worry, I'll send you an email so you could kind of just ruin the movie for everyone."
Oh, spoilers!
But I guess Charlotte in the movie
dies.
No, she gets explosive. Where it sounds like she's powerlifting.
Great.
As she's wearing her clothes, by the way.
Oh, they're doing the same story we're doing.
Yeah?
Oh, no.
No, that's
sorry.
Big Brown.
Anthony. That's Big Brown.
Big Brown has a crack in its heel.
Yeah.
And so does Carrie Bradshaw. Well,
Wah, wah, wah.
Well, did she marry Mr. Big, the broad?
I don't know. I'm going to find out.
Yeah, I got to find all this out.
Yeah, my girl's too lazy to give me the fine email that would help the show today.
I hope something bad happens to Mr. Big.
Yeah.
Oh. It gets bent.
Yeah, like in a door-slamming frenzy. All of a sudden, she looks, and there's like what appears to be a mushroom cap poking through the door where she closed it.
By the way, Anthony has the solution because they didn't think ahead with this movie. It's not gonna do okay at the box office, but it's not going to do great numbers because you're not going to get guys to go to this movie whatsoever.
Yeah, you're cutting half the population.
Because, like we said to start this break, this is a movie for women to get together and go together. They don't want their guys to go. They're not going to be dragging us to this movie. Thank you.
Beyond chick flick,
right? But Anthony's got a solution to that.
Yeah, they should end the movie with some horrific murders and accidents where they all get killed in like Sam Peckinpah graphically horrific ways.
See,
where they get killed because then the women would be horrified, but they'd already paid their money to see it.
Right.
Then they'd go home and go, it was terrible because at the end, and then they'd kind of spell out what happened. And then as a guy, I'd be like, I might just go to see that.
Yeah, then the word gets out that it's a lot of action and death and blood and stuff, so you got to go now.
And then Oprah brought up the fact that the whole movie should be about not so much the girls, they're in it, but about a serial killer.
Yeah, just totally flipping, and the movie's all about a serial killer just killing these 5. How many are there? 4 or 5?
4 of them, I guess. And then they're having, and I love that you can put the whole story together where they're having a girls' night together, where they get popcorn and ice cream, and getting their jammies, and they're talking, let me tell you what I did last night, blah, blah, blah. And then just this horrible serial killer guy comes in.
Yeah, a sexual serial killer.
Oh, of course, gotta be.
Yeah, think that Brad Pitt movie.
Think Ted
7?
Bundy.
Think 7.
Ted Bundy, yeah, is another one. Just
think 7. Think
horrible.
Carrie Bradshaw's
Richard
head.
Speck.
Think
something like that.
No, I'm thinking 7. Carrie Bradshaw's head in a box.
No, up on the shelf.
Or in the bed of
in
the
window.
Hollywood director for not the park.
That's why Hollywood.
Johnny Fontaine doesn't get that picture.
That's why Hollywood just sucks, because they would never do something like that. But what a twist! They would get everybody talking, because everyone's thinking, they're just doing a movie of the series. Who gives a crap? But if they flipped it like that, it would be all the buzz.
It's funny that you just said that's why Hollywood sucks, because they won't let the Sex and the City girls be raped and stabbed at the end of the movie.
Exactly.
You're right, Hollywood sucks. That's such a weird example. How could they not allow them to be bludgeoned
Jimmy,
to death?
In a way, you understand what I'm saying.
Completely.
Though. Okay.
And just not even the least bit funny, like kind of there's a criminal in the apartment. What'll the girls do? I want horror. I want them to be horrified. Where the women that are going there to have a good time to watch the movie and didn't know it was happening are vomiting in the aisles because it's such graphic violence.
Right on, man. Right on. But
you'd go see it.
But the point I'm making is Hollywood can't think out of the box.
Yeah.
So it's going to be the same crap that was the series on HBO with no real major twist.
And the broad's a little older.
But if you really want to disappoint people, and I mean really hurt them, a serial killer is almost a plot line that could be interesting. I like the idea of she's about to marry Mr. Big.
Yeah.
All 4 of them are in the SUV on the way to the church, and a dump truck just barrels through a red light and kills them all. Like, that all of a sudden, they're on their way to this music, and you hear, dead.
Just not even a storyline that could be interesting. Just kill them so the women cry.
And all of a sudden, the next thing you see is, like, police tape around, and they're like 4 bodies in the street with white sheets over them, and the credits start rolling. It's so unsatisfying to everyone.
That is good.
I want such blood and gore and car chases and stuff that... Like this weekend, all the women go to see the movie. Next weekend, guys are basically pushing broads out of the way to get into the movie
Whooping
theater
and hollering.
because the word gets out that it's a movie for them.
As that dump truck. Blah.
Well, the first week, it makes, say, $48 million at the box office. Week 2, $11.50. Because everyone's so disappointed.
Just so disappointed and disgusted.
I want one of the girls from Sex and the City to go the way of my 4th grade teacher. Snowplow to the head.
Oh,
decapitated.
That'll hurt.
Wow, really?
Decapitated in Canada, my friends. That would be a fine scene in the movie.
Oh, I like this. Bob Kelly's Army says, final scene, camera zooms in on Carrie's designer shoe, slightly askew. Just laying in the road on the double yellow, coated in blood.
Just knowing the foot doesn't twist that way unless you're dead.
Backwards.
We've all seen those pictures. How did the foot get that way?
Oh, that person's dead.
All right, we got to take a break. This is going to be the greatest thing. If you sat through this break, God bless you, because now you get a treat. Danny found an unbelievable website. It will be up on onaradio.com, so in case you're driving, you can't write this down. Just remember, Sarah Jessica Parker looks-like-a-horse.com.
There you go.
This will be the website that everybody will be turning others on to.
Yeah, it's a good one.
And we'll have that link on onaradio.com. But it's Sarah Jessica Parker looks-like-a-horse.com. It made us laugh really, really hard in the office today.
Steve from Bayshore. That website sounds hurtful. Yes, Steve, it is.
Sure it does.
We'll have the link on ONA Radio. Is it up there yet?
It's going up right now.
Nice.
All right, it's going up there right now, so you can just go to onaradio.com and we'll have that website for you. Quick break. We'll be back. O&A.
Never surrender. Hey, this is comedian Nick DiPaolo. I'll be performing at the Trump Marina June 14th in Atlantic City with Jim Florentine. For ticket information, go to nickdip.com or ticketmaster.com. Never surrender. Never say die. You got the heart of a hero. Never surrender.
Opie and Anthony on your radio dial. We got Bill Burr stopping in today.
Really?
And I think we have Otto from Otto and George as well.
Wow.
Maybe George is also. You never know.
We don't even need George in here these days. Otto's just gold by himself.
I think so, too.
I like when Otto just talks about his life.
Yeah.
Brings in toys like his silly camera that makes so much noise that he couldn't load.
The best part is the tape goes right in. 45 minutes later, he's there with a mallet. Tape did not go right in.
Yeah, was that classic?
And what did he say at his barbecue again?
One of my favorite lines ever is like, because he has a little patio. He has a really nice place down in Kingsburg with his girlfriend. And they have a nice deck. And he has the fattest friends in the country. And they're all on the deck. And he said, there's so many fatties on this deck. I have a vision of just leaning out and handing one of them a radish. And the deck just collapsing and everybody dying.
From a radish. That had me laughing yesterday.
Absolutely.
I took it upon myself during the break. I'm so into Sex and the City now. I had a couple of alternate plot lines.
Oh. Jimmy, are you actually writing?
Yes.
All right. We're becoming big boys.
I know.
We're actually writing for our radio show.
They're very, very brief.
All right.
And again, I'm a novice at this.
Okay.
Scenario one is all four become police officers.
Oh.
They're indicted at the end of the film for beating a man of color with their batons.
That would be interesting. I would go to see that as a guy.
Yes.
Number two is without explanation, the film opens on a rocket ship taking off, and you realize all four of them have become astronauts. The shuttle explodes 3 minutes into the film. The last hour and 57 minutes of the movie is about the investigation into the shoddy O-ring on the shuttle.
Oh, perfect.
And my third one is that the wedding bells are ringing, and Carrie is left standing at the altar.
Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
When 20 minutes before the wedding, Mr. Big is arrested on the business end of a glory hole.
I love that second scenario.
I do, too. It's my personal
That one is perfect because all these women that just love Sex in the City would go and be like, what? They're astronauts. Okay, this has to be some kind of dream sequence before the actual movie starts. And then they die 3 minutes into it on a tragic explosion of the shuttle. And then nothing but the most technical explanations, the most long-winded, boring technical jargon about shuttle equipment and failure thereof.
Make it like CSI if CSI was on NPR.
Right, exactly. Not even the least bit of interesting.
Horrifically boring and monotone.
Charts and graphs.
Right. And that's why Hollywood stinks. Right, Jimmy?
Yeah. And there's a big scene between, like, the supervisor and the guy that ordered the O-ring, which caused the leak. And he goes, but you told me to save money. And he hits the desk. Not on the O-rings, Dan.
Oh, am I there?
Oh, hell
I am with you on that one.
Hell yeah.
And just puzzled women sitting there watching going, when does the movie start?
They would start shifting nervously in their seats, probably like 5-6 minutes into it.
Right.
The girls have been dead for 3 minutes. And it's all just like NASA talk. And they'd be like, all right, this is not a dream. What is happening?
Yeah.
Boo!
Yeah. Boo!
Where's the girls and the funny outfits?
Yeah, where was the shoes?
Jimmy, could you treat us to more scenarios as the morning goes on?
I really like the idea of this, but that one, that
is a good one.
Please, because we're trying to figure out how to get guys to go see this movie, and of course, guys would see what you just laid out there.
It would be critically panned. It would get like no stars on it. 'Cause even guys don't want to see an hour and 57 minutes of technical.
Just technical talk without any entertainment value whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like C-SPAN, absolutely.
We forgot to play the audio because, the news is covering the Sex and the City premiere. Listen to this.
It's a phenomenon.
Listen to this.
Sarah Jessica Parker, who we've come to know and love as Carrie Bradshaw, walked the hot pink carpet tonight. Arriving in high style, her adoring fans even waited in the rain to catch a glimpse.
God, how much spackle was on her to make her look like anything. Ugh.
Rain to catch a glimpse.
Moving and touching and lovely and the threatening skies, and they were formidable and stuck it out, and they've been a dream.
The fabulous foursome of Carrie, Samantha, Charlotte, and Miranda premiered on the
hold
big
on a
screen
second.
tonight.
It's the first time the red carpet was dubbed a muddy track. She runs good in the mud. Give me her across the board.
Stephen S. from Bayshore. Oh, great. Each theater is going to be a clump fest.
Clump.
I was saying clump.
The clump.
I've been saying clump for the last 2 days. Linger longer. Nick C. from Pittsburgh. Sarah Jessica Parker looks more like Terry Bradshaw than Carrie Bradshaw.
Ooh.
Nice.
That'll hurt.
Of Carrie, Samantha, Charlotte, and Miranda premiered on the big screen tonight. This movie has been highly anticipated. The cast even shot fake scenes because the plot kept getting leaked.
We got a little paranoid, but then we couldn't keep it up because we didn't have time in the day.
What?
I don't know.
And it's so important that the plot don't get leaked. Ooh.
Oh, wow.
What'll happen?
I don't know.
If it's one of Jimmy's movies, of course you wouldn't want the plot to get leaked.
But it's going to be
That's fantastic.
It's going to be the same old crap. By the way, the movie's getting bad reviews so far.
Is it?
Yeah, one reviewer said it just looks like a very special episode of the series.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't feel like a movie. It just feels like one long, like TV movie.
What does Rotten Tomatoes give it?
65.
65.
They're not brave. And then this.
That'd be good if one of them dropped a rotten tomato out on the floor. That's a big disappointment.
After the old kerplunk, you hear like a collective sigh from the woman in the audience.
Oh. And then this.
Loyal fans lined the street outside Radio City Music Hall. Some even flew to New York just for the premiere. This woman explains why she loves Sex and the City.
I thought the writing, I thought it was hilarious. I thought that it was very innovative. Just the clothes, everything about it I loved.
With their candid talk about love, life, and of course, sex, these characters became pop culture icons.
Carrie provides us insight, real insight into what we think and what we love.
What?
Oh, shut
Oh,
up.
do you hate talk like that?
Do you hate broads?
She gives us insight.
Look, I love women, but I hate broads.
Broads are going to see this. Broads.
An insight into what?
Yeah, what is Carrie Bradshaw? What kind of insight is she giving to women? To women that matter. To broads, she might be giving some insight.
Yeah, let's say hi to Jared in Boston. He's a regular to the show. What's up, Jared?
Hey, boys. Good morning.
Good morning.
Alternate scene for you. There's a racetrack involved. Obviously, there's your horse joke.
Nice.
But there's a tent as well.
Yes.
That's what
They have to put Sarah Jessica down at the track as she just screams, "I'm not a horse, I'm not a horse," and they don't believe her.
Right. Let's go to Max in Dallas. Max.
Hey, what's up, guys? Got a scenario for you.
All right.
Okay, the slutty one, what's her name? Samantha?
Yeah.
She gets stood up by some young stud guy because she's a cougar, and it starts pouring down rain, and she ducks into a warehouse there in New York and knocks over a crate that happens to be carrying some sort of a virus that turns her into a zombie. So she goes around and starts chomping on the other chicks and turning them into zombies like 5 minutes into the movie, and then all these army guys have to blow them up and shoot them. And I would go to see that, wouldn't y'all?
Zombie Sex in the City? I'm there. I got my ticket.
You know what? Yes.
I'm calling Fandango.
Yeah. You just have to do a zombie angle, and we're all going.
That would be good.
That's right. Thank you, sir.
It's too morbid.
Too morbid?
Oh,
It's not
Jimmy, do you
believable.
have another one?
It's not believable.
No, I have a believable one.
All right.
Righty?
Is the girls realize their dream about opening a ukulele factory in southern Iraq. They go there and they call it Four Hooves Ukulele Emporium, and they sell a ukulele to a local sheik, and it doesn't play well. So he has all 4 of them executed under a fig tree.
At least that's more believable.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
And that's why Hollywood stinks,
That's why
Jimmy.
They're not going to do something like that.
You got to flip this movie, and then everyone will go see it instead of just the broads.
They were actually high on that script, but nobody could find a fig tree, so they had to scrap it. I have the
It
inside.
got all the way up to the fig tree part.
Oh, they actually shot a few scenes. They built the ukulele emporium. It cost like $40 million. It was just a big expense.
Maybe see it on the DVD.
Yeah.
They might have some of those lost scenes from the earlier scripts, yeah.
Jimmy, you got any more in you? Hopefully.
All right,
as the morning
I
goes.
want them to be believable, though, not
Good.
just junk.
Yeah, I understand that.
Not just garbage.
And let's not forget about this great website. It's called Sarah Jessica Parker looks like a horse.com. It's up there. Oh, it's up on O&A Radio?
Yeah.
All right, very, very good. All right,